that our problem in our country is not just corruption, it's not just arbitrariness, it's something that is called LOSS, lack of a sense of shame.
A lack of a sense of shame. Right, this is part of politics. Apparently, do politicians have shame?
I tell you, the politicians...
As in, does that word exist really with that office?
Because it does not exist is the reason why they are marching on a marshland. And the more they march on a marshland, the more they will go down, unfortunately take the rest of us down. But on the last day, as the good book seems to say, many of them will put a finger in their teeth, will regret, as we've seen has happened, and more will continue to happen. Alas, too little at that point in time, too late. It doesn't exist with them, but nature is going to take its toll. And I dare say, Toby, you and I, as metaphors for the rest of the vast over 200 million Nigerians, must therefore wake up and put them in their correct pants to show them that many of them are just not fit enough. It may be a long distance race, but we must start effectively to begin to put that in place. Yes, Nigeria Ferrada say, that is Italian, meaning Nigeria can do it. We are the ones that are going to do it. We should really not be disturbing God too much. God has said that what I answered you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, please allow me to answer some other people. Yet you still go there and say, please, God answer me. We'll cast you aside.
All right, let's take a look at both stories on the papers. I'm looking at the front page of the Nation newspaper. And fraud, federal government extradites Nigerian suspect to the U.S.
No, I think you should examine that.
He's actually a Yahoo boy.
Yahoo boy.
$148,000. Mr. Fatunke, I'm just wondering, for the government that extradited a Yahoo boy for $148,000 quickly to the U.S. and our celebrated Abba Kyari, the former leader of the IRTT, Assistant Inspector General, please. He's still here.
Not extradited. And we are dancing.
No. But
dancing
really, before the NDIA case even came about, we were still investigating. We did not want to extradite him. So yes.
We were investigating him. We did not want to extradite him.
We needed to confirm that those allegations were true for us.
Yes, because the arm of justice grinds slowly. It grinds well. And outside our shores, he's been convicted. He's been, at least an accomplice to crime has been established. And yet, Nigeria is still crawling. We've had cases of Nigerians who have been our governors, who have been our legislators. They run to one court, run to another court, and the Nigerian justice system keeps on moving like snail. They've been convicted out there, then they step their legs out there, and suddenly they begin to sing canaries and say, well, yes, I'm guilty. It therefore means something is fundamentally wrong in the way we have elected to pervert justice, in the way that we have worn the garment of immorality, in the way that we have been so unfair, in a slap on the wrists to people that should be behind bars. And then Jane Gebe, remember in Zamfara, Jane Gebe in Zamfara, who stole, is it a rat or a goat? That's the one that we decided to cut off his hand. We have shown that we do not have the capacity to lead as humans. Worst case, outside the shores of Nigeria, like you're saying, culprits supporting terrorists have been named. And this government is still not seeing them. It's still not seeing them.
Do you actually
The
think
more
that that's
reasons-
obvious to be seen?
If they've seen them, or maybe they are parts of the Alibaba and the 42s.
Oh.
So they are talking about the 42s, but the Alibabas are the ones perhaps ruling us. It's so bloody shameful that the Nigeria that we have always known, yeah, we may not have been part of the first world, but we have had intellect. We've had Nigerians who have led at all levels outside the shores of Nigeria now being reduced to dingon and warlords, courtesy of the people that that rule us under the guise of them all crazy. That's fella. It's
You
unfortunate.
see, it's also interesting. We have so many stories here that I'm finding it very interesting. Nigeria's ministers, President Muhammadu Buhari's ministers, front page story of the Nation newspaper, have totally refused to resign. They did say that we're not going to resign before any primary, irrespective of what the electoral amendment bill says. The Labour and Employment Minister, Dr. Chris Ngige, said he has not received any instruction to resign from the ruling of Progressive Congress. Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwajuiba, said the Constitution permits aspirants to resign only 30 days to the poll. At the state level, more appointees have continued to tender their resignation following the declaration of intention to run for political offices. Right? We have so many of them. Ministers who have unfolded their presidential ambitions too, like Rotimi Amechi, Chris Ngige, have refused blatantly to resign. Meanwhile, those at the state level are resigning. What exactly is the problem here?
Things fall apart. The center cannot hold.
Chinua Achebe.
MB Yates